Hi, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. I am trying these new headphones out. Hello, it's been a while. For those of you listening to this on the podcast, I am actually doing a live video challenge, and I'm going to turn these videos into a podcast. And so the sound might be a little off, so bear with me. But I'm so glad to be here tonight. Hi, Jan. Hi, guys. I'm so glad you're jumping on. Thank you so much for being here because it has been a while since I've done a video. And so I am participating in a 14-day challenge. So you're going to see me every single night for the next 14 days, which is awesome. And each of these will become podcast episodes. So if you are a podcast fan, lots of content coming your way. Super excited to be here. For those of you who don't know me or are just hopping on and have never watched a video or listened to a podcast from me before, I am Soraya Goddard. I absolutely love teaching you guys how to grow the business of your dreams on social media because that is how I started. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, John. I appreciate you telling me that it sounds good. Hey, guys. Michael, Mark. Hello. Happy anniversary, Mark. Okay, here's the deal. Let me tell you a little bit about me and how I got here and why I am talking to you guys on video. I want to go back to just a couple years ago. I want to say about 4 years ago, where for those of you who don't know, I'm an Army officer, been in the Army for over 19 years now. But 4 years ago, still in the Army, I was kind of at a place where I didn't know what I was going to do with my future. I was starting to get a little bit burnt out with my career. And don't get me wrong, I love my career, super passionate about it. But I was looking towards the next phase in my life. If you don't know anything about the Army, you can't stay in the Army forever. Like eventually they kick you out, right? So I knew that decision point was coming up at some point. Like it was going to come up. And to be honest, I was looking for something to really get me excited. And quite frankly, I was terrified of the idea of going from a career in the military to an office job for another 20 or 30 years. It's not my personality. It just doesn't excite me. I had visions of traveling and spending time, maybe starting a family, maybe spending time with that family, all sorts of good stuff. And again, this is pre-Mike, my husband. We were just starting to date. And so I wanted something more. I also knew that my Army pension was not going to give me the lifestyle that I wanted, which is totally fine. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being on. So many amazing people. Naomi, Josh, thank you guys so much for hopping on. So I knew that my financial situation, although I was responsible and I had lots of real estate investments and, lived a good life, I wanted more. And I'm not ashamed to say that financially I wanted more because you can do wonderful things with money. You can do wonderful things with, you can take money and impact more lives. You can do right by your family. You can be charitable. You can play bigger. You can just impact so many more people. And so those thoughts were in my head. Just so happened at the same time, I fell in love with basically a holistic health product. Now, here's the deal. Some of you guys are familiar with what I do and how I kind of got there. My health had been burnt out for a while. I had just been working myself into the ground, stress, some hormone issues, all that good stuff. And so I found a product that I fell in love with. But here's the thing. I had no idea that there was a business attached to that product. No freaking clue. And someone told me, hey, here's basically you can make a business out of selling this product. And I thought, well, hell, if these other people that I know can do it, I can do it too, right? So I jumped right in. But here's what I did, which is amazing and classic. And some of you, hey Trish, some of you probably feel the same way. So tell me if this is your story too. You found a product you love. You wanted to succeed in selling it as a business. And so you went to all your friends and family and told them about it. And some bought and some didn't. And then you ran out of friends and you went, now what? Right? Now what? What do I do? Tell me below. Give me some hearts. Give me some likes if you guys are on the video. And those of you who are just jumping on the video, this is also going out as a podcast as well later on. So if you are listening to this on video live, let me know if this is your story too. Because I know so many people that are to the point where they're like, hey, I don't know who else to talk to. I don't have many friends. I have 10, 15, 20 friends. I've talked to them all. Now what? And let's be frank. Some of this leads to some fear about reaching out to strangers. Some of this leads to fear about putting yourself out there in a big way. But I knew that I have big goals, right? No matter what stage in my life, no matter what kind of goals no matter what I'm working on, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I have big dreams. I like to play big. And I knew that I wanted to do big things with this business. And so I knew that there was going to have to be a way that I could reach more people and talk to them about either my business or my product in a way that wasn't awkward for me. I wanted it to be authentic. That is really important to me. I never like to do things that are kind of out of alignment with what I like to be representing. I just believe in being honest about me and my journey and things in life, right? I don't know how to be anybody else but me. And so I struggled. So this is the point of all this video, is that ultimately I knew that I had to figure out how to conquer social media, because when you don't have many friends or you run out of them and your family is already, I don't have a very big family. Once you've gotten over that hump, you got to go somewhere, right? You got to meet strangers. How do you do that? On the interwebs. So today I'm going to share with you the video formula, the exact steps that I took and currently take to build my business. In fact, some of you on here, I can see your names, are either partnered with me in business or have bought a course from me, or in some way we have done business together because of a live video or the podcast that is going to result from this live video. Are you guys ready for this formula? Some of you have heard it before, but if you have not, you should grab a pen or flag this video or share it or something, because this is such a simple formula that literally anybody can do it. Absolutely anybody can do it. Yeah, Nanette's like, I love formulas. So here you guys go. First though, why live video? The reason why live video is so super important, or video in general is really important, but live is preferable, is that people want to get to know, like, and trust you. Now, I will say that the same applies to podcasts. People feel like they know, like, and trust you from a podcast as well. So I think the same of both of them. Video, you just kind of get the visual. I know nowadays you can also do video on Instagram. So really it doesn't matter your platform. You need to pick a platform where you can engage with people, where they can see you and feel you and get to know your voice, so they can understand kind of your heart and soul and know, like, and trust you. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So here is the formula that I use. First of all, you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to get on video. You're going to introduce yourself to your audience, because no matter what size audience you have, you might only have 2 people watching today. Eventually that will grow, and people are going to want to know who you are, what your journey is, what your story is. So you would say something like, hi, my name is Soraya Goddard. I'm here teaching you guys about how to grow a business, a home business, a network marketing business online on social media, right? Super simple intro. Then you're going to ask a question, okay? You're going to tell your audience, whoever you're speaking to, have you ever struggled with blah, right? Or do you want to know how to learn to do X, Y, or Z? You need to know what your audience wants to know, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to feed them content that teaches them something that they really want to know. So you're going to talk about that thing that they want to know. Hey, do you want to know how to color your hair the same color that I have? Do you want to know how to lose 20 pounds over the course of a year in a way that doesn't make you go on crazy fad diets? Do you want to learn how to build a business on social media? Do you want to insert whatever you are an expert at, okay? And then the third part is you're going to deliver the content. Super simple, right? You're just going to give them some tips. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the world's subject matter expert of whatever you're teaching. You just have to be one step ahead of your audience to be able to get them to have an aha moment so that they can learn from you, okay? So deliver that content, and then here is the key to everything. And I will tell you that those of you guys listening here on the video, either live or on the replay or on the podcast, this is perhaps the thing that I see screwed up or forgotten the most, and this is where you make your money. Literally, this is where you make your money, is the 4th step, okay? And this 4th step is something that you have to think about before you start your video. And this is the call to action, okay? A call to action. Some of you have heard of this before. Those of you who have not, here's what a call to action is. You are going to say something. You're going to direct your audience to take an action, ideally one action, okay? One action. And you are going to tell them to do that, because if you don't, people are going to just watch your content and they're going to go, well, that's cool. That chick was awesome. And they're going to move on with their day. But you're going to give them a call to action at the end. You could give them multiple call to actions, you could give that call to action in multiple other places, but at a minimum, you need to give that one call to action at the end of whatever content you're delivering. And you're going to drive them to one very clear step. Now, what is an example of a call to action? Reach out to me, message me, opt in for a download, go to my website, subscribe to my podcast. I don't care what it is. Drop a phrase below in the video. It does not really matter what it is. That call to action is there to serve as a sorter, a funnel of sorts, right? You want to sort the people out who want to know more about what you're talking about or want to connect with you in a deeper way from the people who just think, okay, cool, great content, but I'm going to move on. And that's okay that there are people who just want to consume your content and move on. That is fantastic. Not everybody is going to reach out to you every single video, right? But if you give a call to action, you give someone a stepping stone to get closer to you or to tell you that they are interested in what you have to offer or what you're talking about, or just to start a conversation. Like, look, not everyone who responds to a call to action is ready to buy something, and that's totally fine. Absolutely fine. You want to further a conversation. So you want them to be able to select in to a process to have a conversation. Now, again, that can be as simple as message me, private message me, or DM me if you're on Instagram, or send me a note if you're playing on LinkedIn or whatever, they're InMail, whatever that is. Whatever it is, whatever platform you're using doesn't matter. But give people an opportunity over social media to connect with you. The easier, the more simple, the better, right? So let me review this 4-step video formula. You're going to give people an intro. You're going to give people a question, which is basically a teaser of the content that you're going to give them. You're going to deliver that content, which is step 3. And step 4 is you're going to give them a call to action to reach out to you, okay? It is very simple. Now, here are a couple places where people screw up. Number 1, they forget the call to action. Number 2, they're not consistent about doing this. There is no way on earth that you are going to build a business. I don't care what kind of business it is. I don't care if it's network marketing. I don't care if it's a traditional business. I don't care what you're doing. If you're a service provider, there is not a chance in hell that people are going to build a business off of one video, right? It's just not going to happen. You need consistency over time. People are going to need to form a relationship with you via video or whatever you're using, right? And so consistency is key. So in that vein, you're going to see 14 of these videos because I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon. I am fairly consistent on my podcasts, but definitely not consistent on video. So we're going to experiment a little bit with turning these videos into podcasts and see how that goes. I think it's fun. I hope you guys do too. So if you have any questions about that 4-step video formula, let me know. Let me know if any of you guys have tried it before. It really works. It is super simple, very, very easy. And once you do it enough, you get to the point where you basically just understand what these steps are and you can do them in your sleep. So again, one last review, 4-step video formula: introduction, introduce who you are, give them a question that asks them if they want to learn something that you know. 3rd, deliver the content. And 4th, a call to action. That is really it. You repeat until you have grown your business as big as you would like and you are dominating the world. End of story. Okay, guys, I hope that really helped. If you found this effective and helpful, I would appreciate it if you would share this video. So this is my call to action for those of you guys on video live with me right now. Share this video in a group that you run or tag someone that you know below, all that good stuff. If you guys are on the podcast, then I definitely, hey guys, so many of you jumping on. I just love this. If you guys are listening to this on the podcast later as I upload it, definitely go to sarayagoddard.com/podcast. There, I have a treat for you. Whether you are on the podcast or on the video, I have a treat for you. I have a document called my 50 Facebook Live topics for health and wellness entrepreneurs. This is a list of 50 ideas of things that you could teach on video. Now, it's going to span, this document spans all sorts of topics. Some of them will apply to you, some of them will not. But the point is that reading this document and having this by your side It's going to give you ideas of things that you can teach that you know how to teach. You know how to do these. And guess what? If you don't know how to do them, you could look it up and teach them anyway. So it's going to be very useful for you guys. It also has a recap of this 4-step formula in print. So if you're looking for that, go to sorayagoddard.com/podcast. That's SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. And you can grab my 50 Facebook Live topics for health and wellness entrepreneurs. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We got people on here from Mexico City. We got people on here from all over the world, Europe, the US. Absolutely love all of you. I will be back every single day for the next 13 consecutive days teaching and teaching. So if there is some topic that you guys would love to learn, particularly about how to build your network marketing business on social media, let me know in the comments and I will take that into consideration. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Bye.